A LUT is known as a lookup table, and it's a file that you import into Premiere Pro that contains color data. And so you apply this file to a video or some footage, and essentially it applies the color data of the LUT to the color data of the video, therefore essentially color grading your footage. So a simple analogy of this is, imagine you took a photo and after you take it, you decide you want to apply an orange tint to it. Well, just as in Premiere Pro, we have our video and we have what we would call our LUT. And so when we import our LUT into Premiere Pro and apply this color data to the color data of our video, it essentially is going to change the overall color data, therefore color grading our video. So once you have the video color corrected, and if you don't know what color correction is, I'll link a little tag up here where you can go check out my video on color correction. But we're going to want to create an adjustment layer. And to do that, you can come down, adjustment layer, it'll create one, drag it over. And this is going to be where we're going to apply our LUT, which is then going to apply that color data to the video below it. So we're going to come over to Effects, search Lumetri Color, drag that over onto the adjustment layer. And then we're going to come up to the top here next to editing, and we're going to hit color. This is just going to make it easier to see the actual Lumetri color effect tabs here. Make sure adjustment layer is selected. And then this is where you're going to begin creating your LUT. So in the analogy of the orange tint in the picture, if that's all you wanted, you can just add a bunch of orange temperature tint here, and that would be your LUT. But you can also mess with the contrast, highlights, curves, etc. So once you have that look that you're going for, we're going to come up here to the Lumetri Color tab. We're going to click these three bars and we're going to go export.cube. Now find a location on your computer that you're going to remember. I'm going to actually go to this tutorial folder and save it as my LUT or whatever your heart desires and hit save. So now that you have saved your LUT as a .cube, you can come back over to the Lumetri Color tab, go under Creative, under Look here, there's a drop-down menu, and you can go Browse, and then you can go and search for that LUT you just created. And you can click on it and open and import it. But every time you're going to want to use that LUT, you're going to have to import it. So why don't we install it into Premiere Pro to where when you drop down this .look menu, your LUT appears and is easily accessible. To do this, we're going to actually open that folder where a LUT is saved, and we're going to open a new folder, and we are going to come to our internal drive. We're going to go to Program Files, Adobe, come down to whatever year of Premiere Pro you're using. So I'm using 2020, Adobe Premiere Pro 2020, and we're going to go to the Lumetri folder, LUTs folder, Creative, and here is where all of our LUTs are stored. So what you're going to want to do is take that My LUT that you have saved, copy it, come over and paste it in. You might have to have administrative permission to do this. Go Continue. And now that LUT is saved with all of our other LUTs. So we can exit out of both of these folders, save Premiere Pro, let's exit out of Premiere Pro and reopen it. So once you reopen Premiere Pro, let's click on our adjustment layer. Let's come over to the Creative tab under Look, and there is the LUT you just installed. So you never have to go and browse for that LUT again. Subscribe.